Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Ram. So today we are going to see about surface area of three shapes, that is pyramid, then rectangular prism, triangular prism, then the sphere. Okay, so in the last video we saw about the surface area of four other shapes, that is cube, rectangular prism, then two other things. Okay, if you want to see that video, I will give the link in the description box. You can check this out. Then if you want to see this video in Tamil, I also given the link in the description box. You can go and check that also. Okay, so now let's go into the topic. Now we are going to see about the surface area formula of pyramid. Okay, so the surface area formula of pyramid is 2bh plus b square. Now we are going to see how we derive this formula. Instead of mugging it up and memorizing it, we are going to see how we derive this formula, that is 2bh plus b square. Okay, so pyramid is an interesting thing because we have seen this in Egypt and all those stuffs. So it is an interesting thing. And now we are going to cut this pyramid into 4 triangles and 1 square. Okay, that is nothing but I am going to cut this. So it is a 3-dimensional shape. So if I have one triangle here, I will have one triangle at the back. If I have a triangle in the right side, I will have a triangle in the left side also. So there are 4 triangles. Okay, so I am going to cut this into 4 triangles like this. I will have 4 triangles like this, plus I will have a base part, that is nothing but a square. I will have a base part which is nothing but a square. Okay, so I will also have a square. If I find out the surface, I find out the area of all these things, I can find out the surface area of this whole pyramid. Okay, so I am going to take the length and breadth of this pyramid. Okay, so the breadth of this pyramid let's take as b. Then the height of this pyramid, let's take it as h. Okay, so by using this, we can say that the height of this triangle will be h and the base of this triangle will be b. Same applies to these all these 4, and in this square the base will be b and the height also will be b, because this is in base. So this part will be b, this part will be b, that part will be also b, this part also will be b. So all the sides will be b, that is base. So it is easy to say the area formula for square, that is a square, which is here the a is nothing but the base, that is b. So b square, we will write this first, b square plus we have 4 triangles. Okay, so 4 into what is the area formula for triangle which we saw in the previous video, that is nothing but of breadth into height. So if you cancel this 2, we will get 2bh, that is 2bh plus b square. This is how we derived the formula 2bh plus b square. This is the surface area formula for pyramid. Okay, so this is the total surface area. Then what is the lateral surface area which we discussed yesterday? This is nothing but the surface area without the base. So we have to remove the base. Okay, so if we remove the base, what we will be having? We will not have this part. So what we will be having? The remaining 4 triangles. Okay, so the area of remaining 4 triangles will be 4 of b into h. So 2 divided by 4, we will get 2bh. This part alone will be the LSA, that is lateral surface area will be 2bh. So the total surface area will be 2bh plus b square. This is how we derive the formula of LSA of pyramid and TSA of pyramid. Okay, now let's go into triangular prism. Okay, so the surface area of triangular prism, as I have written over here, is BH into BH plus 2 LW plus BL. Okay, so before deriving the formula, I will say what is B over here, what is H over here, what is W over here. Let's take this portion as B. Okay, the base portion as B, this length portion as L, and this portion, that is this portion, the slanting portion, as W. Okay, so this is how we got the formula. We have arranged we have given a specific number for each length. Okay, B, L and W. Okay, so again I am going to cut this triangular prism, and I am going to wrap it, and I will get what I will get is that if I going to cut over here and I open that, I will get a shape like this. Okay, I will get a shape like this. I will get a shape like this. This is the base. This forms the base. This forms the sides, and this forms the front and back portion of this pyramid, of this triangular prism. So if we find the area of this separately, these portions separately, we can say the total surface area of this triangular prism. Okay. So let's first arrange the lengths of this over here. Okay. So this portion will be B. This portion will be B as well. This portion will be height. Then this portion will be W. This portion will also be W. Okay. So we are going to calculate this. Now let's see. Now we all know the area formula for triangle. These two triangles. We are going to take these two parts. We know there are two triangles. Okay. So there are 2 into of, that is area of the triangle, of breadth into height. The of breadth into height. Then we have completed these two. Then we are going to take this portion. Okay, this portion is nothing but the base portion, which is nothing but breadth and length. This is the length part and this is the breadth part. So what is the area of this rectangle will be? Rectangle formula. What is the area of rectangle formula? Breadth into height. Breadth is B. Height here is L. So B into L. Okay. Then we have two sides. That is this side. We are having this portion. Okay. The right and the left portion of the triangular prism. So here the base is the L. The height is the W. Okay. The base is L. The height is W. So there are two. Again, there are two sides. That is the right side and the left side. So we will have 2. Then the area of this portion, which is nothing but breadth into height, which is nothing but L into B. So L into W. L into W. This is how we got the formula. You can cancel. You can simplify this. 2 cancel. Then BH plus BL plus 2LW. And we got the formula over here. So this is how we got the surface area formula of a triangular prism. This is the total surface area. Okay. So if we want to find the LSA, that is lateral surface area, we have to remove the base. Okay. The base is nothing but this portion. That is this portion. This portion is nothing but this BL. So if we remove this BL, we will get LSA. LSA is nothing but BH plus 2LW. Okay. This is how we got the LSA of triangular prism. Okay. This is the two main parts. Now we are going to see about the surface area of sphere. Okay. So surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Okay. Surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. This is an easy formula to memorize, but a tough formula to derive. Okay. 4 pi r square. Okay. It is an easy formula to memorize, but it's a tough formula to derive. Okay. Why? It is because sphere is a 3-dimensional figure, and we can't make this 3-dimensional figure into any other figures like rectangle, triangle, so that we can derive the formula by using that formula. That is, if we derive this into a rectangle, we can use the area formula of rectangle and we can find the area of this portion. But in case of sphere, we can't find that. Okay, because it is 3-dimensional and we have a slanting, we have a curved portion over here, which is hard to derive. Okay, so how we are going to derive the surface area formula, that is 4 pi r square of this thing is, there are two simple methods. Okay, one is I will say the first method, which is very simple. If we in the sphere, if we take the radius of the maximum circle, that is this maximum circle is nothing but the center portion. Okay, so the radius of this portion will be r. Okay, this R will relatively reduce when we find the radius of circle over here. Here this radius will be comparatively lesser than this radius. Okay, so this is the difficulty in finding the surface area of the sphere. Okay, so if I am taking this as R and I am going to I'm going to take this as R. Okay, and now I am going to explain the thing. See, I have taken a small tennis ball and I am going to wrap this tennis ball with a string. Okay, with a string, with a thread or string. I am going to wrap it out. I am going to wrap this thing fully from top to bottom. Okay, and I am going to remove the and I am going to unwrap the thread. Okay, then I will get a length of thread. Okay, so now I am going to use the thread to fill the circle, fill the maximum circle of this sphere. That is nothing but a circle which consists of the radius R, which consists of the same radius R. Okay, so I am going to use that string and I am going to fill this circle by like this. I am going to spin that thread over here. Okay, and I am going to spin like this. Okay, I have spinned a complete circle with radius. This is circle, this is not sphere. Okay, this is 2D. Okay, so I am going to spin that thread over this circle and I will complete this. I will fill this circle with that thread. Then I have some more thread. Okay, I have filled this circle and I also have few more threads. So I am going to take another circle with the same radius R and I am going to start fill this circle with the same thread. Okay, which I used to cover the whole tennis ball. That is the whole tennis ball with the radius R. So I am taking this circle with the radius same R. Okay, over here also. I am also having few more threads. Okay, then I am starting to fill another two more circles. Okay, two more circles like this with the same radius R, the same radius R. Okay, the same radius. I am keep on spinning that inside the circle and I am trying to fill these two circles. Okay, so eventually I will be able to fill only these 4 circles, not less, not more. Okay, so if we cover a complete sphere with the thread over it and we complete that and we use this thread to fill a circle with the same radius R, we can fill 4 circles. So this is how we have got the formula 4 pi r square. Pi r square is nothing but the area of one circle. That is, we have covered the area of this circle using the thread. Okay, similar to this, we have filled the area of 4 other circles with radius R. This is how we derive the formula 4 pi r square. So there is another method where we use the cylinder. Okay, we used a cylinder and we placed the sphere inside that cylinder and we used that cylinder formula to calculate the total surface area of the sphere. That I will explain that also. So this is one step. The other one I will explain now. So the other one is nothing but I am taking a cylinder like this. Okay, I am taking a cylinder like this and I am going to fit a sphere with the same like this. Okay, I am going to fit the sphere like this. This sphere will have the same, this cylinder and the sphere will coincide like this. Okay, so the sphere will not be inside, that is completely inside the circle, or it will bulge over the cylinder. Okay, so it will be perfectly matching like this. Okay, it will be perfectly matching like this. So the sphere, what is the radius of the sphere? It will be R, and we know the formula for cylinder. Okay, so we will be adding what is the height? This is the height. So what is the height? Which is nothing but 2 R's. We will have 2 R's. Okay, so this portion will be a R, this portion will be a R. So together we will have height, which is nothing but 2r. Okay. Then we have to find the base. Okay. The cylinder. What is the formula for cylinder? Which is nothing but height into the base. Okay. Base is nothing but the circumference of the circle. Okay. Circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Okay. Now 2 pi r, and we have 2r. 2r is nothing but the height. So we will get 4 pi r square. So why I said base into height is that if you unwrap the cylinder again, we will get a rectangle. Okay. If you unwrap the cylinder, in the previous video I just explained it. If you unwrap that cylinder, you will get a rectangle over here. What is the area formula for rectangle? Which is nothing base into height. Base is nothing but the circumference of this, which is nothing but the 2 pi r. Okay. Then the height is nothing but 2r. So 2r. So this is how we got the formula 4 pi r square. Okay. So this is another method how we derived the formula 4 pi r square. Okay. So there is another thing, another way to derive this formula, which is by using calculus, differential calculus. Okay. So which is quite a tough thing. So we don't want to go into that. Because you will learn that in the higher classes, and I am not going to confuse you with that now. Okay, so this is how we got that. Now we saw about the surface area formula of three shapes, that is pyramid, triangular prism and sphere. Okay, so if you want to see the surface area formula of cube, sphere, cube, rectangular prism and things like that, I have done that video in the previous section. You can watch that also. So if you really understand this video, please give a like and subscribe my channel to know more about maths and other stuffs. So thank you. Have a great day.